is responsible for waste disposal. The waste disposal unit is a very, very important unit of the district assembly. Because they generate waste. And we are now living in mega cities. Waste disposal is confronted not only Ghana, but even in the United States of America and most developed countries. So our assemblies must develop a report mechanism for dealing with waste. In fact, I'm a member of the European Union, Africa, Caribbean, and Pacific Regions Joint Parliamentary Assembly. We meet every quarter in Brussels, some the Amigo Parliament. The British representative in one of such sessions, sorry, Emma paper, because of the level of waste that is generated, we must not think of waste as a resource and see how we can treat the waste for beneficial use. You see, it just goes to show that waste is a matter of concern not only for Ghana, but for other countries as well. And now the thinking is, because we can't deal with the waste, we should find a way of utilizing the waste. So probably the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology and the local government can partner to see how we introduce innovative ways of dealing with the waste. I understand they are going to commission a new waste plant. And the area they are heading waste plant in the West Kingdom, the people there are already raising concern. So waste is a problem. And then we must find a way to deal with the waste. But if the assembly cannot collect waste on time, the people will find a way to dispose the waste. And when they dispose the waste in a way that is not authorized, and it creates problems for all of us as a people.
Alaji, yes, I'm not coming for Froso. And I'm a new thing come off a year, the Republic versus Bernadette Yakochama want to be. And the case in Wamaya Council of file addresses a new lawyer, I be take over. Who can say a bayo one pass, and a new lawyer in the person of Atachia Esquire. I can't say or file application media to court on the 29th. Now, what you're saying, court will be me a movie motion, and now a movie motion, no, Emma Attorney General, so yeah, a file affidavit in opposition, which was deposed to by the principal state attorney. And now I'm a prempe. Now, one more court to say, well, yeah, sir, the lead counsel for the defendant, Abekasa, 1 month 2 weeks, on farm filing an address. Now, on farm 13, on or before 13th of July, 20th, Obama judgment. The course of court, yeah, one precedents were, and now said the court was, clement with the accused. Send the city about
the court was what?
Clement, just what was immobile. The accused no more, sir. The lead counsel no about from 1 month leave of time to file address.
Yes, so that is what we call the court. So there is no precedent. Man, who precedent they are. But the court works on fairness, justice and fairness.
Okay.
And then in looking at justice, the court says that justice must not only be done, but it must be manifestly be seen to have been done. So I think that is that principle that animated the court in this instance. Sir, you to Upham the lawyer, and I'm the lawyer. I withdraw it from what we
the Attorney General affidavit in opposition. One must say he resigned paid voluntary, not for a court.
Okay.
It's a one and common point in the answer. So one pem and also a jaya. Why do you give the new lead counsel another chance to file addresses? And the source of address is our free registry. No, now as I said, call free. Counsel now no one now take over.
No, counsel no resigning. Anaya Pamno. The counsel is no longer in the case, and that is Apia Kubi. No longer in the case. So Apia Kubi, no Oba court says is coming to plead for an extension of time. Then the court could say, well, the amount opportunity, why abuse opportunity until the end, yes, to extend them up. But this is a new lawyer. So the court was balancing the requirement of justice with the requirement of fairness. So, yeah or no conduct the case, no. But officer or address the court, no. So what will the court do? In this particular case, the court exercising its discretion, the judge exercising its discretion in extending the time for the delivery of the judgment and giving the new counsel, defense counsel, attached here 2 weeks after he's gotten the record of proceedings. The SC will court to file the written submission to aid the court in delivering a judgment that will be fair and just. And so, it beat my mind that the counsel for the defense in the case of Apia Kubi or decided to withdraw from the case at a critical juncture of this particular case. That is at the point where it is not his client, but he himself who has to address the court on the question of law and of fact. But he decided to withdraw from the case. And so I think that balancing fairness and justice, the court was right in exercising his discretion underlined to extend the case for judgment to the 20th, and thereby giving the new counsel an opportunity to address him on the question of the facts that were abused in the case and of the law to guide him in delivering a judgment that is fair and just.
I counsel Mammy Musawi, say or file address in the address in a pan, yen law, no, ya not debe ni womb, and what and of what effect and the benya our judgment be a judge at the Bebanoso.
Uga I said in my first interaction with you, Kwame, the culture would say it is not a requirement of law in criminal jurisprudence.
It's not a requirement of law.
There, the judge must wait for the decision or for the written submission of the accused or the defense counsel in this case. But it's a practice where the judge will want the defense counsel and the prosecution to address the court on the requirement or on the facts of the case and the law in their view, which should be applied. And that's why in the first interaction, Mekashia was said the judge could proceed after giving the defense attorney a reasonable time to address it, bring in a judgment or read his judgment in the case. But it's a court, and it's a court of justice. And so the judge in this case decided that it would delay his judgment and give the defense attorney some time to look at the facts as he sees it in the proceedings and to address the court on a question of law, whether or not the ingredients of the offense that Wuntumi has been charged have been proven in court or not.
You councilman, you are going to be and say, Sagalan say, young Crawford to Sabi and President Wuntumi to be all over the land will be a year be a year. Say, I come say, you'll be singing out. No, the no one could not court a smacks of witch hunting. Your thoughts on that, any say?
Oh, Wuntumi case, you know, it predates the coming into office of this current government. You can say, when this Samurai boy case came up, money in the forest reserve, who can say the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources said, a true letter, Emma company said they had no permit to mine in the forest reserve. Okay. Good. That was the beginning of the case. Wuntumi's problem, no, it started here during that time. And so there is evidence that a minister of state acting on the authority of the office had written to Wuntumi to say that you are engaged in an illegality. And see, what set the stage for the prosecution of Wuntumi, in my view, is that letter that was written by Samuel Abdullahi Jinapur. So let's look at it from that basis. As for offense, never be created. But when they get the offender, then there is no hiding place. So it's yes, I agree. So I said, but if they get the offender, they will stand trial. And we must start from somewhere.
Council, Madam Asiano paper. And soon I told more dear, Anna.
Oh, me, big one or so. Quabinia, big one or so on the every route, a honor mistake. To be honest with you, even though I sympathize and empathize with the victims, media, and exercise.
There's you live in one of the highest habitable points in Ghana.
Yes. So I didn't see Mahu water. I only saw it on social media, any TV. So, but Mahu into the area because until the bar, it ran it down. Air coordinates in the moon. So in that area, Mahu. So it was only when I watched TV and went onto social media, went onto my phone, then I saw the disaster and the damage that the here. To exercise while it is raining, no, we show you that it was not that serious at in that range because now people want to talk.
Alaji Mamina was there to pay.
And that.
Alaji Inusa Fuseni, honorable, former MP for Tamale Central, former teacher,
14 minutes past 8 o'clock and pay Hot Digital Online UK and on the DAB this morning and pay BB will be a Yamin Shrow and pay. It is 41 minutes past 8 o'clock this morning. God richly bless all of you for joining us. Another brand new day. It's Tuesday morning, then the 30th of June 2026, into the last day of June. Which now on the 1st of July. Into Nyame Asida. And now they see what my Ghana. I know when some Negusuti, they have shared the solution, the lasting solution to make sure, sir. Sa in semi-titui enya dia and so babe and sanda ho na just say beye bibia beye the annual ritual na wo hwe enura senia nsuo ni su toye na peja nyama na wo hwe ebi wo ho a na nipa ni bi yi ni life na ye terrible. There was one incident about area bi to say Alajo area ho Caprice. Na osha utum say very 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 disturbing. Inso no tono na gata na yema inti kasa ekowura nsu no na gese omo hihya nsu no ase. Inti until say nsu no efedi kakra omo say cars bi ono omo say obi ewudaka no inti mefa say sa time na nsu no tono ene whiskey nipa no ene car ni na kohye nsu no ase. Na entumi anko because car ni si gata ni mu nti a choko bia na bibia choko no de dumi an fan ko nti nso no e dry kakra no ena hu se cars bi sisim onko hwe a obi na wewu ahye because se car no se nso kompe ntumi mie nti na je se eno anu no nti nura de incident bi bebresi na omampanyin akasa enti sisi ano solutions ben titu na eba eno na ade amanfo bebre na kase nipa no nsusu bi eka ho because idum pempen so a oye ni bola na no de akogu nsuom ni ade town and country planning because I say ubia ye de ope na nipa no se regulations ama ensenda ho bi amba mansa sutwi bi obi ebi ehu nipa bi no de the ball akogu nsuom wo bra nsuo to a crime sa nipa no ese echi no echi wa do court na wa kokko face mra no because we public nuisance and obi a wonim say public order act a wo create that intent say nsuo to we de kwakogum enti me nko ya bibisa na nsuo no fa bola no nko e be kwakochoku bebi na no so the problem aba adan sisie ni ade ni sika esi di rem eye siwegi na na eno nso ya another question ye be koso nya ya tie na poso sem ni bi wo ho na eba sa no na the issue on blame games bebem definitely because there were priestly successes and obiabe succeeded into definitely oba na zanyu bi wona nya the blame game will come in now no any ever say how can you fight sa flooding because aye perennial tembia no so to a na it is how he eba aye persistent. It is something that will endanger. Enti ebdu wa we so dan wa abuchi ha bi kra wo dan no esi ho obi wo mu ehwe ma wo be wana the dino is submerged that is so na to e ma fa dan no nyama bebre na so because so to na fa dan pe na dan no afei the pillars ni the foundations ni na no the fundamentals ni na ɛyɛ weak because no ɛba ne saa nso ne wura asase ni ma egyina ho nso ne gyina dan no ho a nti ndura metie nipa ni bi ana so de tot to dwa ɛfa the perennial rain and ra ɛkɔ so a nanu be 1 month ni less than 1 month any experience bi ɛna nura nso so na enye asem ketwa enti nkyerɛkyerɛ no anum gusu kɔso nhyehyɛ bɛn ɛna ɔmampanyin ɛde ba yentie ɔmampanyin John Mahama ne nsɛm no biom na yɛhwɛ naposo nsɛm a ɔde to dwa ɛnora ɛfa flooding ni nsɛmi yentie
areas. Unfortunately, the flooding has been very extensive today for several reasons. There's climate. If you look at the rainfall pattern from 2024, 2025, 2026, you see that increasingly every year we're getting more rain in Accra than we used to get. Accra is built between two natural bodies, the Kwapim Mountain Range and the Atlantic Ocean. And in those years, it was not a problem because Accra was a very small city. But as the population continues to increase and people continue to build, it restricts the path of the streams on their way to the Atlantic. So that's an engineering problem. We need to see how to open the channel so that the water can pass. But then there's also the other aspect, which is attitudinal and human behavior. That is dumping garbage in the drains. Even in the air, we discovered many illicit dumping sites where the wetlands are. People have gone to create a waste dumping ground, and they charge 20 cedis for the Abubuya to come and fill the waste into the wetlands. And when it has filled sufficiently, they sell the land to people to come and build on it. Anytime you begin to take action and you start breaking houses, people think that government is inhumane. But when the problem arises like this flood, it affects everybody. And so all of us have been affected because of the conduct of a few people blocking the channels and preventing the water from passing. And so we'll call a National Security Council meeting. We're asking every district to identify, together with the Works and Housing Ministry, where the blockages in the channels are as they pass through the district assemblies, so that we can earmark those places for removal.
You see, they've even filled part of the waterway with garbage. Yes, sir. And then all these people are built here. You're in the park. Yes,
ultimately, the other solution will be to decongest Accra. And that's why we're planning that we move some of the city out, that is the major government departments, and then also create a new center of growth so that our people will start building outside Accra in a new city instead of everybody looking for some space in Accra to build. So, but that's a long-term solution. But I just want to express my sympathy with people who have lost property. Loss of property has been very extensive, and I want to thank the military, NADMO, the police, and the Hydro, Works and Housing Ministry, and all the emergency response team, 48th Engineers Regiment, for the rescue that they did. I've asked the Minister of Finance to release some money from the contingency fund so that we can do some post-flood relief for persons who have been affected.
After going through the tour, we realized two issues, one being engineering and the other being attitudinal. It's tasked us as a ministry to ensure that the engineering part, we put our engineers together to ensure that the right thing is done, and also ensure that the good people of Ghana also do the right thing to ensure that at the end of the day, we'll be able to get the best for our good country, Ghana.
But let us change our attitude and let us find a permanent solution to this Accra flooding problem. We shouldn't become like the vulture who, anytime it is raining, he says as soon as it stops raining, you repair his roof. And then as soon as it stops raining, he says, oh, it has stopped raining, so there's no need to repair the roof. This time should be different.
Charity AJ, Ossi Mira, Auntie Charity, and pay me church. Auntie Charity, Pentecost name, Pentecost for Nano pay me church. 51 minutes past 8 o'clock this morning. Hot Digital Online UK. Yen chena mana ye ko napos 70 bibrina and so I will punuso pay. Richard bless all of you for joining us this morning. And Chebe acknowledge your proud sponsors, Pinnacle Amofaba Education and so say Nkawa pay international students and super degree UK abonten so unim se eno so papa anti Pinnacle say Danny de nyina no e ma we free se adesua no e wo na dwumedie sunko a amofaba ene na pamfo PAE training and comic associate edeba from 10th of July 10th of August to 14th of August leading digital transformation with artificial intelligence. Na yentien ye so be a banker na wo maybe a amanone Ghana na se krubi foforo na opese obenya knowledge about artificial intelligence edeka ne djuma na oye no ho a sa nipa no nhihye wo ho se omo eni Pinnacle bedin komo na woni mobi na opese ono nso bebia be a digital marketing executive or a student, SME owners, a small media enterprise, small medium enterprise. Like I say, Juma kakra bojo Juma. Being so a public service professional, no also person by acquired knowledge about the transformation with the artificial intelligence. And I said the media fraternity and oil and gas. And I also said businessman, na businessman, no person also benya that acquisition of artificial intelligence. Like I say, omoba accommodation, any breakfast, workshop materials, any tour, inano, ekaho, into a package, into offer amofaba education, plus 44794 715 2878, plus 44794 715 2878. Now, so with me, friend, plus 44794 4465760 na chese ye bibia secretariano ne nhihye na no bekoso na wo krom hanso na opese obo degree unya certificate ma wi mfi se enrollment mbeba so September yi enti Pinnacle ebie ni puna no bombodi anso betumi afre bibi kipia opese usua na wo ye ne nkakra no Pinnacle so beboa wo nti frɛ no e wo plus 44794 7152878 plus 44794 7152878. The Pinnacle Amofaba Education, a band of the comic associate and PAE training. I will be acquire knowledge in artificial intelligence. Edia kan we juma we home. So we are banker, so we are digital marketing executive, and as a students, our man on it, SME, be our small business, be a small medium enterprise, be, and I also say public service professionals, and the media fraternity and oil and gas. But more than also to me afraid Pinnacle Amofaba Education also to me fiamanone abebi aba acquire knowledge. Eba so ewo Hilton Hotel, London, Croydon, 101 Wading Way, CR9 4HH into London, Croydon, United Kingdom. On the 10th to 14th of August into Jumediano eba so sikani tria ne nhihye ni na no ofre Pinnacle nhihye no wo ho. Like I said, one man on your person bano, you get in contact with them. Now, no way you come say Pinnacle, a UD Sunku, or group back and so a chinchinchi, a decide me, into person baby as a case with your friend Pinnacle. And she shine wo and paying summing cow say Unity Link say Sikania 15.4 and the Unity Link about mobile money to major networks in Ghana, cash pick up to 18 banks and all rap banks, and airtime top up, and no a Unity Link Financial Services Limited, and pay and so a boy chidom, and the from now so saying she be able to me any Unity Link for Eddie Hunkitaho, and the more we free Unity Link and pay a boy chidom. A ban of mobile money to all major networks in Ghana, cash pickups to 18 banks and all rap banks in Ghana, airtime top up, Unity Link Financial Services Limited, and pay and so a boy chidom. Minka also say AJN and Co Limited, a chartered accountant, business advisors, specialists in preparation, annual account bookkeeping, self-assessment, especially for Uber drivers. To do a Uber driver, now unyemren follow taxes now. But get in touch with a year AJN and Co Limited. War 0163447045 and 0788307777 no a year AJN and Co Limited, chartered accountant, business advisors. Fatherly to phones, ban passport one and airline ticketer for Union Francis or Frisbee Park, London, November 3 Echo Green. A ban of discounted British Airways fares to Accra, Obeso Tiano Kakran Swa, which my friend was 0207 6193843 and 079 3965 6111. 57 Stratton Road, London, November 3 Echo Green. And then, your correspondent, Nana Yapreko, very say between Nedin Como, Efa, and Ran in soon, Semna, a corso, then she share your day ba, then she share neba, Accra, a choku, then they see a one cry. Memo, and no, Shen Ran so na, like I say, you in Kofufi, na a rehosem papa, a war a year and crying abontenso. And in parting, like I say, one guy quit Juman Nano, said business BBR stall because Minister of Interior, Muntaka Mubarak, Eddie Tuja, say, uni be serious, I'll be ya, Mimpie, because Sen and I deny no. In so no, after Nipenny be, in your report, be say, Nipenny be Ashromonqua, and tea, Ebere, na ya do so near no crewum, say. Nana Yao, Precum, journalist, between me, am I the insight, and any party to one so yashri wom, a war in suya a ton ra, the perennial rain and dry courso. Minka wanna pay say Idas shipping, almost 65 Optin Lane, Echo 79 Premier Bravo, and ode a Nyama Echo Ghana, T2 parcels, any personal effect, ode car na echo container, container. For EDAS for Ewo 0203 976 0697 0203 976 0697 and 079 473 61067 into no EDAS shipping into omoyet money transfer as also a delivered airline ticket from body answer uni EDAS and subedin komo na odo nyamano akọ oman Ghana and so amount. And yanko OK 11.7 FM. About near Twas near the Nana Yao, Precum, bidding Como, Anope.
Authority, Sanya many nan woman, baby, and so da, baby, and soon crack current, and so volume of water, a fat, they know all of this. But me, on me won't see on class Wakasada. They are 3 years now, maintains Wakasada. Assembly hydrology department no one son can be other hydrologist for no go no minti be other
mami who say ni that about science no go omo ya amononi for form to omo Ghana na ebi wa ha e di ma be no mo
awomo ji akatua nso e na ye me yi
omo ja omo office no ya ma de card for the allowance every attempt, who said, approve at this not no good now.
Yeah, no.
We started that committee now. You approve. Won't have for this, so then, what do you requirement? I started the plan on just attack. And you see also at Africa and after yeah. Attack now. But it's just a pretend of my time. Also, with the structured drawing,
Uncle V, my main king can be and for woman who not yet and why a conversation. Or say Ghana Hydrological Authority. The Ghana Hydrological Authority, Hydro, as a state institution, is responsible for planning, design, execution, operation, and maintenance of flood.
That way, a whole man, one said, what for them? For hydro, honor, hydro, honor, and home state. And you're no man, you're talking to me. Specifications, the plan up, and I had a plan. And you approve specifications. Hydro, for no, give me a pop about. But you, my name is Adamite. That the end of the honorable Ahmed, and before transport, you have to make us the only opportunity on our good for reports now, on our setting up of shit, almost sensible. And here you are more kind of said you are for you almost any other. That is why I answer. It is. They are quote to me now. I'm about to say, there will be wow at the minister. What a gap for me. So many young people. Me and Chester are getting a person. At the same, near the report is well. That report makes them say, look up on it, they will see. That's what we need, and can we wait to buy. No, for what I that's my papa, my friend, after the guy. They say, my solitude, I come home through right information bill. Prepare a copy of the FIFA investigation of the people. Now, maybe I said they should enforce their own law. Every assembly, yes, we can assembly only a small people. Who said they can make their own mind? If the assembly and work against us, or make my law and then assembly and work like it. And yet the same thing. Are you aware of it?
Have you?
Yes, because assembly is independent. They are independent staff within the municipality. And the assemblies are allowed to make what is called bylaws. If they are forced agenda and make a law, the can decide not to do the same law. It's true I have to. I mean, yes, don't wow. I was just saying, my son, it's just too much. The problem is this is not any also to Jubilee House.
And no, what you know,
Oh, forget this job. It's simple. From Jubilee House, over towards 57. What's that Jubilee House? Oh, the Ghana was a food tax.
oh, meaning pa, I
was traveling like this. For bed, that's the length. Next to Jubilee House. That's like as you put the idea that's what war room, war room
Annie.
that is dry. I've been there. As a polite, and yet, him and the truth. Break the scum. Fight break the scum. People stop the scum.
I am from Comonsia.
Mami, Diana, Maka, I get to madam, get your woman. First, near what car and problem. There was 5,000 for. That's the command to project. Now, 4 graduates, 2 of them. You're 2 central matters. Okay,
Ayatum, Wuni Lampo, Wuntia Lampo, I'm angry.
I think the SPC, the near P. I begin to find me a secret here. A year of the good. Near my. Then I see a food technology. Yaba, rather, the Yama, and my cat. Then I a young Ghana. Then in a super truck, bra, the American Sano. I did American Sano. Also, my mobra, or my brand, and my mobra. To get to one of my. If my boy is dead, it's just to be yet. I'm on a prayer or more and I will send out from him for. But any to be Ghana had the eye to be out. So would be 8 days. 8 days. Multi-day. Now I have 40 years to go. Not the next war. Television to say. We are the 2 and 3. And my kid.
And then Piano Kumani, we are now what the sacrifice are now the day. What look, we are in James at the time was a day.
What is that something?
And then Chianqua 30 something. Now they know, or the power president, and I said, Naman you could be power president.
Meanwhile, one time to do a move. Not that I get the idea of the Twitter. Go for the please. Tell a bear, the women now make it answer. I was the Marangia,
Uncle V.
Who said, Ghana, a teacher to keep the Randia site in place. Then a bear and the manner. I want up. Almost down now, almost 2 times. If you are seeing now, we'll do one man when you're there, in our home. Now, come on, one. With
Aqua, I
hold again. Me was to tell you that I'm an international organization. Me was the movie. Who people who are judging the room. Then he has your man for. They did one or this is at the form of 4 and I said that's it. I have to mount up to that one and go big. Now, my district, they go to the Lord, if they are settled for simple, yeah. Who could put one? Oh, no. What do you They get to us. We need them to Ghana. They get to us. You can't imagine a thing. I'm standing at the one. It's you. Guys, who said this is the reading of man?
I
It is so the guy, man. According to weather for the plan. So, mama, another door, almost here.
Maps are in the crown, soon as I talk.
Almost 40% chance. The whole 40% chance, the chance, now there's so nice. Meaning I can and you make nice, Papa, it is soon a banner getting that club. Yay, training system to me, Juma. The human, yes, must never. And that the children are next to the one that all for it, all for it.
I call it a goon.
With the other hand, then as far as a campus. A camp on cassette for Lila Group. Or by the marina. Some on it. Opa for this people. Then I'm sure of the of that from the buy. They're very marine construction. People like a camp on that. Up to now. Start to live the boat. Now you see you do a camp on how many years?
That's 1979. About 47 years or something.
And I say, they are on for baby. Who how am I your lap musa? Who for baby to take it through? Who for baby to take it? Who for baby to take monaco? Who for that yam. Almost to give it to the since 1979, example for it. That's for the project. And that Bola, and you Bola.
Ryan Van Comunsia, Wadaurma. Shroud so, Ora Kofi Capito, a consumer protection agency. Now, Utim community for an hour. I am wrong, must not have moved for the Boca time away.
We come and treat general mosquitoes. I will show you.
Our monies are all going down the drain. You are being threatened. You are a Christian. We are Christians. Your people are suffering. Come and fight for us.
I even made someone call me from Jubilee House. But I told the person, my brother, you put me here to ensure the right things have been done. And that is what I'm doing. If you want me to leave it, fine, I can leave it for your directives. But then, I will please beg you, come one day and have a look.
I'm saying, why in the free Flagstaff house? Why? Or that's it. Knowing very well the level of class that you have. This is
Chebeko Peace Power Sports na yede agukensi hunsem abreti for no by kind courtesy of Unity Financial Services Limited. Enra ensem no emu ewrem sia solution ben ene yebefa. Be kan tra na eja ho akwa na se den titu ne yebeye. Then Chebeko Peace Power Sports na de agukensi hunsem World Cup no Enra enso Brazil for enso etumi eyi Japan for free mu Germany entumi amfa kɔtɔ anyankwan nti eno enso ebeto aso na yakɔ Peace Power Sports no de insight na brain yeti wi a na ye ne yenua nana ya preko ebedi nkomo anope nyana na wa mayen rundown of the Indian nsuo no se ne toye ne nipa yate se ebinum ahwom nkwa titru enso ede no beba na ya brobru nsem no so anope na poso anope ye kwenim na ye to agbedu so anope Step Ahead Foods enso Ghana nuane titru na ya box on the kama to come most of the Ghanaian leading shops are ubenya Step Ahead Foods won nuane ni bi soft golden tropical bread no very soft na irresistible the bobody also benye bi at authentic banku perfectly prepared for the true home style experience and a signature Fanti Dokono enso wo ho ani nano ani banku ni na obo so Step Ahead Foods omo logo no ebo ho nti bombodi anso betumi ni omo di nkomo e was 074 976 563 09 074 976 536 56309 admin@stepaheadfoods.uk Yanko na inkuti Peace Power Sports yeba na yatwaso
City new coach Enzo Maresca to just a pressure the derby na since you want to take some years
interviews and what have you all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station it's online.
Huge challenge. It's for many reasons, all the success of the last 10-15 years. But at the same moment, it's a nice challenge. It's it's exciting because the target is to continue or to carry on the last decade or the last years that everything was very very nice. Probably the reason why I'm here is also because
Way and summer Enzo Maresca one Edia to just a pressure dear ebi man so yemfa yeninche tennis enra and a Wimbledon championship no efruas and then abayu anase mami e friend says Selena Williams was so retired from 10 was answer back and sanso ebebo and ayadia 3:30 p.m. one abayu fi Australia friend said Maya joint and I dey ebeshe so na head of the game my airbass and Selena Williams akasa say oya nervous pa watena fiache was answer ban was hwen say no bekoye na wetime edinkonim
in my life, and I think that showed the passion and the love and the care that I cared about my job, whether it was the first round or the second round or the finals. I've always had some nerves, but then I just dust them off, and then I move on, and so I definitely expect to have those same.
Peace FM. Way and some rare friends Selena Williams one Edia to Jashan so said one my joint na the shares we hon seminar to enim ene anopay afi yem fa yenincha FIFA World Cup 2026 matches etuja enra na enra Samba Boys Lakers of Brazil HS ampa World Cup no munimbo womochi Japan ebom we come you Japan team back after say Japan take lead no Brazil coming back ebedin konem 2-1 Samson enra Germany womo any Paraguay they share so after extra time na aye 1-1 penalties and a bit to just a Paraguay eche Germany ebomwe kan na mutimu miensa make said Germany so every more round of 32 yere hon sem to atie for nim Samson na Enra Netherlands and Morocco and yes share so game before bas me catch Africa say Netherlands for no be fin was meboa Morocco ni omo eboy no 1-1 de ko to jam na penalties no Morocco for say omo nim pa omo do semi finals last edition omo e win 3-2 on penalties America say Morocco women so advance they call omanim and matches no air to so there 5 p.m. no Ivory Coast women in Norway air boss and so na 9 p.m. no there to miss France air boss Sweden yede hon semono air to yet for him na game where bar so America say Germany FM judging club German coach no coach Liverpool say o share dia goa Jonathan Ta extra time you disallow no there say go we ya nye dia nanka Arsenal deserve some year champions our England was say Arsenal's goals almost 60% sa goals na ya nye dia nanka ye de ko England yanka Arsenal omunya champions our England bono ede atuja yeah, game Germany make us all my free manager Julian Nagelsmann Akasa and Central for Busan say oh GDO German team away with a bad 4 years the tournament Diego and also oh yeah oh GDA Amranten Susa na kakra Liverpool Man City on the team no take time and son of Moji trophy even Spain or mobile team no HA and son of Moji trophy no GDA say German squad win so Ebesan so Aji trophy Julian Nagelsmann what the same way etuja after se Paraguay you mufim on the NTN sema German coach what can ye after se Paraguay you mufim on penalties.
Sure that Germany can be. Julian, you've spoken about some of the problems and some of the things that need to change. But when you look at this group, are there any reasons that give you a lot of optimism for the future that Germany can be successful?
I think it's always like that. If you have a big change, it took time, and probably we need to do a big change. We will see. It's not only my decision; it's a decision of my chiefs, and also we discuss about some solutions for the future. We have a lot of talented players, young talented players, but they will need time. It's the same like in the clubs as well. When you look at Manchester City, Liverpool, it took a long period of time until they can achieve big things. Same in Spain, they had a long period when they do not win any tournament.
We are in summer Germany manager Julian Nagelsmann wano ede etuja na Carlo Ancelotti nso manager the Master Lakers of Brazil and Romusi form from a go down ebe we need 2-1 against Japan. Now after the game Ancelotti said or the abasubodi call ede ama Casemiro one of the man of the match was here Branton sa head now connect your take and Brazil and they change game no himself Branton or Manchester United headers need your special CCR into Obo Branton Casemiro abaso.
Casemiro is a leader. He knows really well his position, how to do in his position. Nobody can teach him how he has to play in that position. is really important. Not new that he scored goal, because he scored a lot of goal in the Premier League this season, and he has a really good connection with the goal.
Peace FM. We are in some Brazil manager Carlo Ancelotti what to ja after so mudim could move Japan. I don't want some 20 for him and Anope na Issa Diop a defender at the Morocco. Woman so a winning over Netherlands on penalties after the game on a game man of the match. Brandon and Central for Dim come on. What the man of match now question room this and Abakache teammate no said they are no Muslims. Now Muslims no omonye selfish abasubode na wageno credit no ono nko emfa teammate nyina ono nyina na ehye ne yenti ensema Issa Diop edit tuja.
Excited to talk to you about this performance, and how will you describe your feeling?
It's just a team performances today. It was the whole team performing very well. We executed it very well, and we win it. And I just feel exhausted. I just want to recover, and that's it.
You have this trophy in your hand. What's the first thing you'll say to your teammates when you get back with the wallets in your hand?
You know, as I said before, we are a Muslim country, Muslim people, so it's not about individual or people. It's just about God, and we're just going to thank God.
Peace FM. Where your defender in Morocco is said you are in some way, dear to just on one about the other. Team in an omnia dance with Menyan Coupon. Now, who go Bruce, your manager in Master Africa, Omadikai, Omoko back home, Omadikai will fear that from World Cup, and I say, Nan Central for Busa manager say, to say World Cup, you no man quay your work free more. Now, future crown at the same, Obakoso, I am manager in Master Africa. Nana, who go Bruce just said, one on the Onyan, home few days a day anymore, and our bedroom or Twaso. I am manager at the South Africa. Nasa o Jawakono, a mere any crabby and a betchy and Yanon and Sama Hugo Bruce, one also at the Maye.
I'm always open if people need advice. There's no problem. Secondly, again, I will see in the next days what I will do for the future. I said always, yes, this is my last, and it is my last World Cup, that is for sure. But yeah, what will happen in the next days and weeks, that depends also a little bit how South Africa see the future. And with me.
Peace FM. South Africa manager who go broad in some way to just say, break a kid that is all so abo Juma South Africa na on to so and on and sama wo dey to jam yemfa yeni enchefie ye belfie so the senior national soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana come andra technical team no Emma players no off and the no muti players in TC Chrome US no mo ball life na dia it me bomani so akọ humani dia na Carlos Curious akasa Central for Busan say you say any Colombia and everybody team no so team no dey different team cry na be hu against Colombia was say team a you hu na game a your boy against Croatia no nyame adoma Saturday game a ye Colombia ebone dey enye side team na performance no and a Ghana for be hu Carlos Quiros.
For me, at the end of the day, you see, I start working with this team. Now it's my fourth game, and I learned a lot in this game. It was a game that I had the opportunity to win the game. Today, many talks in the game, many talks. And I think, look, we, as I used to say, we win or we learn. Today we learn. And we learn to be better prepared for the games, the world championship, the really world championship starting next game.
Peace FM. Weighing in summer Black Stars of Ghana head coach Carlos Quiros. One idea to just Ghana for young Kenya come on 2 a.m. Na game against Colombia a different team cry. And our day side game no. Na Mario Balotelli in Swakasa wakopia US on in Enoch Nekoi or share wake up unibi. And then Central for say now Italy am bad or Italy maybe or support to Ghana. No one say Ghana with good team. I would say Ghana bet me a bomoding our FIFA World Cup and I say and some Mario Balotelli what they etuja.
Yeah, they're good. I think 2010 was the best team from Ghana.
They beat the United States. We never recovered.
I'm sorry. but yeah, no, the team is good.
Peace FM. Where Sama Mario Bawa Balotelli, Wano Ede Etuja, former Black Stars of Ghana striker Abdul Majid Waris, one also Akasa, and Central for Busan say, Yeni Croatia game no shape no say Ushebi, and also GD some mistakes a year against Croatia, no, Yerko game against Colombia, New Quincy repeated some mistake, no, no GD say to me correct here, no Mabekoye, I'm a Black Stars of Ghana fan and Tomapa Ede F review.
Really good, especially Ghana going through the group stages. I think it's something that everyone was hoping for Ghana, and then they've done it. I think that's the most important thing. The only thing is that we just have to learn from our mistakes from this game. I think we change a little bit. I think we just have to learn from it, and then we can progress. I think Ghana has been a team that have got a lot of young players, and then from the beginning I kept saying we have to get our players very compact, because Ghana, if you look at our system, we've been relying a lot on counter-attack, and then I think it works really well with us for the first, second game, and then the third game we were trying to be more open, and then we can see the punish us for that.
Peace FM. Abdul Majid Waris odin somewhere the tuja na Jonathan Mensah so ekasai minim se voice e wo ho anan abono so ekasa wono so kire se Ghana Croatia game no de na sa na place me bono 1 omunim so ma qualify awie to be am person obe plan tackles bi kro ho no kranka onko onfa hoodin enhyemu into Ghana game my boy against Croatia na enim se ya qualify we ndie ono na enye ne nwanwa se mrante no ase du ba bi no na ase de besi bi o game no inform ho na wo gidie se against Colombia no ade amrante besi form atimi adi agro amankunim di akọ ade ama the Black Stars of Ghana na Jonathan Mensah 2010 World Cup of South Africa na ogina jeho etwebi pa yenti ensema Jonathan ade etuga.
Now the scouting department kind of like wins you the game before you even go on the field. So hopefully they do their work, and the boys also go on the field. And I say we also like our play. The boys go on the field and do their part as well. They will be thinking about it, but at the end of the day, you go out every game to win the game. But psychologically as well, you've already qualified. So there will be a little bit of, a hold back in some tackles and some action. So you don't want to get injured. We're already through. So, but then I also heard we might travel to Canada if we finish second or first.
Peace FM. Winnie and some former Black Stars of Ghana defender Jonathan Mensah, one of the two jam. Yeah, Jonas near the home seminal area, sorry, so and pay. I'm the coach, you know, 2 players.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station on Digital Online.
That's the way there. If you know if you 20 me and social 80 me Aswadino 247. What was a yanum the end you maybe? But me check your call with grass afano.
Hello, what's your name?
Ojam, Umuso and answer them.
Hey, what one you? They say me who soon. Some idea, Unity Link Nana me you so. Intimate some why me mama.
Nadiano Yamo.
Me boy you, and so you be.
Mr. Sabanis Kamania, opening why Ache Unity Link. Your office will UK, USA, Europe, Ghana, any baby. UK Financial Conduct Authority, and our license here. Any banks, any telcos are doing in a year. And Cobat da say, Ubasorianopa, na Unity Link and do him. Davy, so what is the car air called Ghana? That's the one for Unity Link. Anya, what the high risk of winning? Uzikano, a bet me a Unity Link Ghana in India. 30 years, no punch. The Animariano, Yansokania, and any manager. Media me say, Abanis Kamania, Unity Link and Echo. Unity Link, simple, secure, and fast.
Kwabna, mi hu wacho, na wokosha hini.
Samu de amumpa kwentu eja UK, ena mkodi na watwi mienu bio.
Entia ena wire fresh no.
Me company no, omone Pinnacle Amofaba Education Services Limited, ewa contract. Enti ye wo mu a omo ba be fa ye call me ekohia ade. Eni je sem ne se course bia opese okoye wo UK, ana brotire be bia no. Omo de oba kontu 2 weeks, omko kire niema bebre. Wanga Pinnacle bua won bebre no. Ebi ni bankers, digital marketing executives, students, public service professionals, media, oil and gas staff, businessmen, and in Kaipia Kahon. Course be a person of Quabrutri Koyeno, a Afre Pinnacle.
sei abrochire minya bia nka meko nanso ne connection man fo ye ya na agi usika di ti no kra ma misuro
eno nti ena wasa one credible company bi te say Pinnacle Amofoba Education Services eye adwuma say uti UK na wa setena resident permit na wo pese wo toa wo masua wonsem so wakobi de unko bi de omobeboa from foundation level certificate diploma masters eni ne keka woni nyina omobeboa ye nuanom ye nurses ene doctors ne so ode wonko de bia wo pese wo toa audition so ana say ho so hwe no okotro wo UK a Pinnacle be yamo
na wo kan say sikasam so
sikasam ne kra de menua tumuda eda fom se boko ukodi be na wotwe ana say na wotwe mienu a de obedi anopa ne awia baby a wo beda ni nyina Pinnacle afa hoka wo dia ne o plane ticket pe na wo betwa wo sua de awie nso e san do call landing tour na eni je sem ne say every September yi kɔ nyina eno ane say Pinnacle sesan krofo kɔ to mu school so saa nti omo awie SS ene obi a okura diploma person kɔ to any degree so ni nyina no Pinnacle ebetimi de na kɔ
com numbers mam na me de me ho kra premi
Pinnacle numbers 079 471 52878 ebiom 079 471 52878 Wabo amrane say let your education be your pinnacle.
Alright, Pinnacle Amofoba Education in Kanonti international students were the greatest opportunity to study abroad. Na one war Ghana teacher ba no bebo degree ni ade na so say courses are feel say ebi opese wo hia masters ni na no Pinnacle ewo anamuntuo kese ma wo enti bombodi aso be frɛ no +4479471528878 enua nana ya preku journalist sanso the manager for Hot Digital Online enti nana na ti say
Yami Adumo Valentine pacha unso e
yo ye pa ja busy nra no se na nso ni e minim se na wo hye bebi a eja wo mpe asem nra se na nso no toye no nipa ni bi eflutu ni ade na minim se wo hwe de course na wo hu de course wo ye nsentro ni den pa na sisi ye hawa nso to kakra bi a na de house abre na entio
Medas Valentine me encheti fu e na no pay. Said e waka na e no kre enra insubrantam eto e won kran ne mpotam. No kre ne nyame anim se na enye nsu a eto kese anasa ahoden nsu gidigidi. Eto nkakran. The observation kakra my and says nsu no to gidigidi a it me wash contem. But say eto nkakran eno na ya de flooding no eba.
Okay.
No kre ne say ya bo flooding nkomo a enra de no na esen de bia de anasa flood bia ma in recent years. Nyina ne say ebra nsu ni to sa na emiamia hodo bebre ukọ hachu e de call Westland ukọ Adabraka just name them babia jowulu alajo ena ukọ circle kra na ho na Odo River no enam no baby kra de eja esan so eyiniti wo ho a ebra nsuo no to no na eja nso so ehyiwum arehosam ne say ebra fire fo no koduru ho say omo ekwa kodum eja no na wo nya baby a wo de wo ka no kra ebewura akọ baby a na eja no aso no enti eja no nsamone a ebedi de etumi ye den edie ade achi yi assessment kakra ya ye no ene Ghana National Fire Service wo mama no ba wo de eba no ehim say enipa mako be se edu ena enam enura flooding yiso no wo ma hwe wo mo nkwan enya ne ntie se baby bi e wo ho kra enipa ni bi akɔhyehya ade achi yi no afi na temramufo a e wo ho no ehunu omo bodies na omo yiyi omo nti fire for no mpo nsanka sa report no which is a clear indication say just a death toll no be den e be rise enyame adom ade achi ye die ewiemu atendi amanfo ekọ omo nnwuma so ene ade unfortunately the traffic mbom ena enam sa flooding so no e de abakru mu den baby a bia wadwen ye o say e bia say traffic na eche na no ade anka obebiti afa no this morning no ho nyina no because of enra flooding into so I wo ho krampo no entwetwe ye no wabiti akwa kofa ho enti ama traffic ewu kumu dendenden pa enti enura enso na etoye no ebetimi aka say recently once me no kasa ya na me kasa ewum say flooding can be classified under a natural cause. But then yentumi so enyi human activities enfrim because waterways nkrofo esi dan ewo ho nkrofo etobola
attitudinal problems no attitudinal
very good attitudinal problems no so no ewo so ni nyina contribute to the enra esi
okay nti metro for no omo kan hwe so far because me won say omo sin show besan aba
yes metro for no ebo amane say still no omo de afutu everyman microphone say omo wo flat prone areas no omo free hono esan say nsuo bebre esan so ewuwie mu a ebeye den ebeba na okure ni nyame anim say na yeda sorry anopa die nsuo bia emaye nenso so metio for na man no kire say nsuo bebre ewuwie mu a ebesan ato in the coming days yes nti sana man no
the evacuation of the say we are residents no mtiti be a prone area no they are finding it very difficult to relocate because they don't know where to go. They should be rehoused so that they can leave that particular area number one because of few are infant or I think that is the problem.
No correct. I won't say anka o man na iwo mu no say empanifo etimi toto niam yi e de niam egu akwanma nke wo sa abri no yetumi evacuate sankrofo no akopese bi baabi bi ase enye eyi kra ebro so at least up to a standard that yede omo ebekwa ko se o ka se nipa no omo free baabi omo wo no enkwa hemfa na omo ko enura se sa asemi eba yi ene okwa asondan mu na nkrofo bi akwakọ deda nkrofo bi na de wo ma asondan e de ama wo ma omo deda omo da mu niam nyina afloti ene ade enti asama ne ka no aye bibia ewo ho se mpanimfo betum de niam agu akwan mu se de wo kana anka eno na ebetumi abo because se ebia mema kosi mi fie o baabi a eho eflade na o ka se mi free ho a na meko
me last stop
eno ahwe baabi bi a asem bi a esi wo achimota mile 7 baabi e frɛ ho san dan ho nso ne tona na wall ebu wall ni bu ye na at the spot na ekum nipa miensa so yes are ho pa ana ebimpo esan hye ho akire na fire for na ekoyi wo man omo de wo ekọ ayasabia enti such areas no ye baabi a nokore ensuo no flood ho eho ye mre but omo te ho no nso omo ni baabi a omo move aye den
akọ okay all right
enti me no ka say de Ghana ha de me nua obi pie mu a fire for omo fire sales for no omo ejuma asore den titu no nadmu for omo nso di akoni aba ene ade o mampani anase aban mu mpanimfo no ahye se emmoa bia these agencies betumi aye animonimu ya ede abo enipa enkwa ho ban na wo mu nso a wo mu ho aka aduam ne betumi aye bibi ede a relieve wo mu no wo mu nye na afi wo mu nso eho intimi ehihan wo mu kakra ye bom pa ye say in the coming days no ensu a ewo ho no ma ebeto no enkofa atwere nkyɛn fufuru bia enfa emasanso na ye besre
ayayem hihie o
ayayem hihie nti ye besre temamufo no so sɛ wo mu nso niam a wo mu eye no eka ho ne amanehu na ye nyina ehunu no eya na awe ho sɛ obi ebekwa akohwie bola egu ensuo kwan mu anaso obeye bola akohwie egu abonten na ono no oye ne ebi kura abade san wafa ne ho adi obi ote baabi a wanye bi ono na
okoye victim okay all right
yes
okay and yenda se na koye wedwuma yeda se pa why
that's brapani
okay enti nana ya preku journalist ena yetine nka no no ena na yepese yehu titu atorenchem a to yen enra o my Ghana na ehia asem to a na ato me nso so because I asem a ehuhia titu yentie intim fojo kakra na yensanto aso
you already know a planning expert can tell you that who has it the whole to our work crime I mean temporary your friends saying phone that who expect to start the you can estimate the capacity na be ba no bisa hu so he na be fa de the anko amanfo sie be kwa amanfo adwuma mu ana be ko ma so de mu ana be pro mu and you know all these planning no will inform us as well as we see in solutions. Solutions mean at the home we have the solution. We are coming action. We now come to moon yet Zana. Now you must continue to assist the senior here. A month for Nakasanso, Yenya, 4 years, yeah, a canon, a block, the same pass a year friends, and what are we? I mean, it's here, said that you got the moon full of Botano. No one would see a book, but my block. In soon year not the DSF funnel, as me and Fawa, who then the Beba. What I say, and you know, Sadia Manning in our that years, the worst here for more after the year. Not buying what to go to the charge air for also, not so good yet, 8 to 1 amount. Now, pay it for more alpha and system drainage project and what to after as between my and swap to the political benefit. I buy win a chance then and win buy it with guide and with that. They will hope contract many active. How did the end we activate them? We had to the line on Jumaya, the different not on hand side, the part of rent them whereby did not get the you, but a good line over. If you are we are Casabri, the Pape, are done with them, if you are Nanka. And for Banisa, yes, some for one year, then the Comona Kakasa, and also for all these things will inform it. Because the now need to work with Bua, Guinea, one among here. Near the let's 2 days as far as for you, never 5 years here. And yet, we could blame be out. We can't go and visit the act of God. It's joy, I mean to say. Everything I mean to say, and after 4 years, I might. You did me a dear with your way near planning. I am now at me. I've taken one of the crack at the Amai. So, for me, the action, this is the first course of action. I'm very glad to every and everything. The Pampa and independent idea.
All of Mamma was not missing and Pampa. So Honorable Reverend Intim Fojo, MP for Asensa, former Deputy Education Minister. History,
first Janope, Benka was the grand opening of the Gilded Lunch, a bus Saturday, the 4th of July, 2026. From 12 p.m., it was the East London 104 Can Hall Road, Echo 11, 3 November Hotel. Now, the grand opening of the Gilded Lunch. Like I said, new lunch is yet to be open. East London, 104 Can Hall Road, E11 3NH. Number no 079 306 97882 by Afranco. And Afranco is yet to open a new launch. I found the Gilded Launch by Afranco coming soon. And no 12 noon on Saturday, East London 104 Can Hall Road, Echo 11 3NH. Number near 079 306 97882. The ancient is yet to be open. And no the new launch. Kokunyami with the great band, Davidson Group Band, Eddie Bibisrunku Eba. Now we Kojo Entry, the maestro, trusting the maestro alongside Fred Mewe. Until the 5th of September, and Ajumediano Basso, Dominion Center, 9 Broadway High Road, Wood Green, N22, 6 Delta Summer. MCs Da Force and a K Owusu Frimpong. That's a Kuku Owusu Frimpong. Omni MCs on the night. DJ TQ. And to Upen Shishebi Obetumi Afre 077 288 7607. 077 288 76027. Nti Yenshen so Elho. Hot the guitar online, you could the appeal for the support for the attained DAB radio needs your help. And the bank no send yedi kaka and Santander and no Santander Bank and Dini Hot Digital Online Limited. Account number is 763-64-379. 763-64-379 and short code near 090128. Which me after for further inquiries was 079-314-06630 and 079-318-79741. In the ancient so nobody me after hot digital 079-0844-3338. Rhapsody Apartment CNK say uko Ghana na upe Airbnb and upe bibia lodge be 1 week bia na 2 weeks bia. And no, like I said, packages no interesting. No more free Wi-Fi and DSTV. In the we free say, or more discounted packages. I reduce rate. Na electricity ni there. And no one over slot. Inti omo cha kwine ewo North Legon so peaceful lane. Ablo AJ oho o threat number now. Plus 233 5538 30229 plus 233 5538 30229 and plus 44744 5311 265 plus 44744 5311 265. I need a UK number. And the Rhapsody say Udu Airport. Airport pickup. Car beba be foul edwako. Maybe a Rhapsody apartment in one. Like I say, North Legon. E&J Handyman, about the carpentry works, door fixing, and hanging fixing of kitchen wardrobes and wooden floors. And we are E&J Handyman on 074-324-02117. 074-324-02117. One large and small room B, Ewo Beckton, and T, which me afre, plus 44795 639-0380, plus 44795 639-0380. And no, Ewo Beckton. Minka also say Alfred Eduaman kwa friend principal ne papa free mono a year no shishano baso the United Reformed Church Grange Park Road Leighton London E10 5EP now 5th of September from 6 p.m. and Mr. Stephen Anane Amankwa aka Udikru our free mono yenua bema principal ɛne papa ɛne free mu nti ne yie ne bɛba so nearest train station ɛyɛ Leighton station and as a Central Line station, Midland station and as a Suffragette line overground. Now bus is a number bus 58 158 69 and 97. The ancient so which me afre yenya principal now say Alfred Iduamankwa was 079 132 32778 and I say Ma Hilda was 079 432 32189. Nana Kwame and was 079 494 93990. Nti yenu abema principal Alfred Duamankwa ni papa Mr. Stephen Anane Amankwa aka Udikronya 73 years. Nti nyame emfa ne kransie. Ye ko enim na to agbede nso an pay enche na yebetwa so ne di nkomo nkomo no se ne edi kan no enye de bebre saa nipa ni bi afemu ahwom nkwa arehosem bi nka bi nhyiemu na atorenchem eba saa na unnim ne besie nti obi wo ho a na onim se bibi sa beba because bibi ogina kra no na amanfo no bebre ho a nso no to no dia mehu ni se nso no to no a eno ayedin no na nipa bi nem fanya me bi twitwitwi mehu so obi atwe freezer na wogina ho na wo pese wo tam freezer no na mehu se car nso di car no kɔ mehu nya kranka car no mbaka kɔtwe atorenche mbasa na odi agora odi nkwa betwa so Ghana fo no bebre hu se enso no force na ede ba na bebi etene kɔ no etene akɔbopum nti wanya lucky na wankɔtwɔko bebi ana wanya bibia nsoma na kwa na ede wokɔ because hu ba ko nso a ono nso so na ma bi eka so ade enu mu wantuma nsomu papa gino na papa bi ogina ho na ode ne nsama no na oso no mu na otwe ne bae it tells you say yen no say atorenchem na sia na ye open space pasem eno nso ya another thing na ekoso pe bebi a obigina bo safe nya se afi na mukwa ko gina ho akoyi nyama of nsuom because nsuo no de kɔ ntie so okoyi wo ba hwere nkwa bebre na no saa nyama enom de omhuku because ina na meka se car bi kura na esi hɔ na ewura gata ni mo bi ehu no nsuo no drain kakra no na car no esefesi omkɔhwɛ ya obi na ewu ahye kai mu ntie ya emo ya enura de to ye mo bia yakɔ bia wa hwere ebusuani bia no mam yakɔ yuntumi fa nipa ne ma enti edin se nipa no bi wo hwere mu a na enam bibi aba se nipa no enye fault na ya portion blame no because enti na wo authorities wo ho so obi dampo refuse egu nsuomu a that person need to be arrested because havoc and the why no nso so no public nuisance we are sa na esem ran ne udi but we leave all these things and then ubia ye de opa because untumi nchi nipa no untumi fa no kokot me mbo no kwadu ana ye man sign bond so next time on yes abiom there could be some custodial sentences for such a crime over committee because a misdemeanor crime into your local court you only have to go and sign a bond or a community work and as a parole can be given to you. Yeah, there's so many things I be helpful to make sure say obia be dan ho so no na ya nyesa na ya kanekeke say men tu ball ngunsuo mu sa nipa no why na adwen say a recalcitrant de obeya na obeye but asotwi bi ba na sense and obi a president bi sipe obia be jai jo oyen because ya do court na say enfo ankotunkra na ebo kwadu say sign a bond next time obi obey say bia do betum 5 years a menyidi so bia di bola begunsuom nti I think say hono so no sempemfu no hwe ni yie papa because say ublemu sa nipa na on the why na adwen so obeye but say mra bi asotwi bi wo ho a I think say nipa no bebre na no ebehwe wo hu yi anopai enche na ebedi nkomo anopai ye obey 6 more minutes to the top of the hour na yabo 10 o'clock anopai hot digital ena wuti yambonitu na yente enwum ba ko mienu ye ba na yatoa yedwumedie no so anopai to mentie nyumina yanko enim Gifty Godson or say yam fa nyumi ntwem na ento agwede nso tew na embona no pe. Medium command pay Unity Link Financial Services Limited and pay or say rate no a 15.4 and the Bombardier so this command ever for Unity Link Financial Services Limited pay a queen in network and so Pinnacle Amofaba Education Semin Cow say PAE training and the comic associate at the Jumedia Sunko Eba 92 year one international Eba Jumedia Sunko Eba acquire knowledge in artificial intelligence. The bus was Hilton Hotel, London Croydon 101 Worthing Way, CR9 4HH London Croydon. Under your wings, we are by. Entity 2, I'll be a banker and also a digital marketing executive for students, SME owners, public service professionals, the media, oil and gas staff, and businessmen. I know Eba non Subabe acquired the knowledge in the Bombody answer to me, and so you san panna suti na on a Pinnacle Amofaba Education so Sanchez Titu na on to me acquire the knowledge of a artificial intelligence. Interno honsem and so no ya kwenim na to agbede so. Minka was Idas shipping for and so extra coin was 65 Upton Lane Forest Gate Echo 7 9 Premier Bravo to abano door to door by air and sea and no Idas shipping to would the Yamano called Ghana Titua but what the answer be bonito now after Idas 4 was 0203 976 0697 and answer 079 473 61067 January Idas shipping and pay and so Ebwich. The much acquine was 65 Upton Lane Forest Gate, Echo 7, 9 Premier Bravo. Tiabano say boxes, drums, any tips near the Nomuto Mina, almost money transfer, any airline ticket, and answer we a commercial product to be at a Kogana container, any other personal affecting nano, EDAS for no pay Ebwich. Boy 11 na my muso no pemin ka say miracle God in your Gifty Godson. In the meantime, in between time, the UK and pay more importantly enche na enya Prime Minister for na new ideas and the new plans for the man and the Benham and so the man of the moment. Now here after the Prime Minister resigned, a new Downing Street team base in Manchester, labeled number 10 North, will oversee the biggest rebalancing of power our country has also experienced ever since. Now, Andy Benham said his first speech since launching a bid to be the next Prime Minister, in a speech which outlined his broader vision. He will pledge to be redistribute power across UK in an effort to drive good growth in every postcode. He also promised the biggest council house council house building program since the post-war period, complete rethink of education and cuts to welfare. Conservative leader Kemi Bednock said Burnham also backed devolution because he does not know what to do, so he wants to pass the problem to someone else. Burnham announced his intention to stand as a prime minister to replace Sir Keir Starmer last Monday, shortly after being elected as the MP for Markfield. So far, he is the only Labour MP to announce, and he remains the sole candidate, and he could become the next prime minister as early as July 20th. For those of you who don't have any knowledge about it, as July 20th and beyond, not just say new Prime Minister Andy Burnham from the up north, and he also Eddie no. Moving on quickly now,
Music is food for the soul. Hot digital online is good for the young and the old.
hotdigitalonline.com na yendin komo anope enche na ebedin komo yede naposo na brete for 079 08443338 na ebedin komo anope esemno edos nsuo etoyi edio how enaba na I believe we say yede bibi dem titru ne ebeye. What are we going to do? Because flooding no and amadan say basa and a sewage and a problem and you ever sansem no and na ya twas way me hu say o man pin kasa ayese pete a ono nsu abro no anya bebi akɔhye o se o kyena mesimi dan nsu no tipe na wa pen bebi afa enti sa ene beye ana dan hyehyɛ na wo ho ebinum eblemu say the previous government no nsusu no enyo bi wo ho a omentumi anye na den titru no omentumi anye ene yebedum pempensui. Is it time to apportioning blames and also say we find a lasting solution to our flooding system because it is getting out of hand every time in so better because who tell me correspondence I see so no cry toy no na no nyedin but hwe de de buy na ke say to no botoye but I know nyedin and this flooding yaba sewage system at the same town and country planning with asiki and the bekana sem wa kan man for no kunya no ko fiu pe na we yi nani ejuma e so ye no nye na wakoton asase am obi bebi wakoton ama no ho ye waterlogged and also say water prone area na wakoton ama nipa no and so beto na fawo boko na de wo ko ensem ni bebre man for bebre dan na o ahwe ene nipa ni bi nso hwa hwero mo nkwa enkola nso ndi nkoma no pe ana mi say ntio
Valentine, Michia won Ghana for you now. Niesi wa Ghana na a leadership problem. No, we baby has a leadership problem. A dear MPP aban by a farm. You buy and you take a lesson from President Mahama time 2015. Disaster see until MPP, a friend him before worldwide, including engineering. Our Ghana say Accra a below sea level. And then ye be flooding every encline. At the idea in our platform so. On bar platform so no car say omo yom research. Research omo the bar nature say there were 17 areas in Accra at the flood and a ban including in our Shafi Ebuli Mountains. A farm Medina Sani be a Buafachimo Tane Nasefo na Nina Duduna Bende or Do River. A consua, a quaniswa, into no, a near being connected, say Bufaso. Inti, almost yes, a dear na, ye be ye. And almost say, I just say, ye water holding point, 18 water holding points across Accra. Ye need to cancel ye into your call World Bank, and ye call mama and say, ye are a winning. And a World Bank for so many $350 million, na ye de aye. And almost this kind of MIA. And I shall say, ye into ye 2 amenadoko ne nsuo no ta abetemu 18 different areas. Yes, say to two gutters, I can see a so scratch or do river. Sending so no better, ebefema na kogu or do river, na do no so ebe caught water holding point into so there. Air corner we are now we so a follow. And no be two as a brofis, I know you. And I say, yeah, any free power. And ye $100-200 million at them out of forcing. Out of forcing by onto us or say water holding point and on yet. No be me no pay. I didn't so aspect identifies 18 that we need to do. Out of force and so be me no pay. And I any 200 million. It is a problem number. You could be out of force. MPP identified the problem. They went for money. We started it and we handed the money to him. It is all 1 year and the flood and about. Moko bisano. And yes, we identified the problem. We went for money and we gave him 200 million. And and a year. President Mama say, indiscipline. Opposite of indiscipline, discipline. Who does say who discipline Crawford? And I was say, OJ, Oba, Wecha, Sanitation Ministry, Wechemu, Ukemu, so assume lion contract. What's Hechemu? Now then, yeah, Prakra to say, and a yes, Ampra. Oba, can say, top bin Ama District Assembly. Also say, JD Ama District Assembly. I'm not free, you need to provide bin, you need to educate the people, you need to allocate people to sleep, you need to enforce the law. Ning and I don't put in place. And I the helicopter and I'm your day. It could be saying this. It's a problem, identify. So I'm continue and keep in the so dancing so much. They should go and ask them.
All right. That's Papa Panope Winchich and Mata. Donation man for Blanca Cranka Karema Mata. Put to surprise. £500 and Antimata donating to Antimata. Yamin sure Papa aye. Baby is fee. Yamin count home. Na ombo buying. Antimata has donated £500. Into Antimata Edasi. Yamin sure. Marcus, into you.
Valentine, good morning.
Now I want to say. Okay.
Yo, Valentine, again, Ghana for your Kataka, Kataka.
Okay.
The deal is your Ghana, you're aware of your solution. Valentine, they say, my colleague say, Nami Ghana about 4 years ago. And of Franco Barrier. Abramapo did people before time already so life or did two of my them serious. One time I'm making up one. I be actually because I know me the place I hold to take on.
Bastor boys Bastor boys.
That be like Bastor boys.
No Mumbai. Okay.
As a man, we catch you to see, or did you about them? And I actually don't depend on how much to take on them. Almost to take on them in 1 week. And I make us out of that. And sure to 30 minutes. 30 minutes, but I am sure can give you one will guarantee you that one day, so 30 minutes nothing. Father, I never on the years, you have a father before for another. We can't be seen as a American. If he a idea in our Ghana mentality is so poor. They say Undru Ghana got a large. I'm a person mission to be a Nigerian to be a theatre. But I'm more or the I don't say I'm not for say a class this, a class that, but you're almost here no one neighborhood, no one come home every week. They are almost take what we are and show area class very quickly. Or since you're a tall account, the other tall has so you got flat here. But what share pictures about the baby or not got as a word choking and senior there the number them. Only if it's a if it's anyway that I bring you bishop with that senator project.
Yeah.
That be a body of Susa, that's like a bloody peruka. They are the Susa, do a course what cha and then be another because Ghana for you, because the power, your work, top engineers, snippers, and they are quite big. But it's because we need their way through. It's the time here, this way I investigate, but I'm assuming you. Because you already see this, it's already a
yeah,
there's a point to this. basic crowd only fire body at the aquapacho
Janto Ahinefon.
Now, Barata will be the Baguchi, your football season, Jamaica said be quick.
Okay, you.
So far, Morocco, after you say, when you invest in football, well, football, it doesn't matter where you come from, Morocco or Africa.
That's right.
What's Morocco, one more academic system, one more stadiums, one more what to be said, no man, you added that. And Morocco need Holland the ball. Morocco in a percentage, 70% ball possession. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That African team of ball possession football, I'm not European based. I guess all I know, any easy things out.
Yeah. So, mobile, performance.
One more serious team, but because you see, as you said, your management. Now, you're the end of the day, wishful thinking. Yeah, come on, oh, you're better show me, and you're crazy for some cut and time, some
to me, I know to me, Croatia, and I want to
Croatia, not aging team, no only system we are playing, and no man about again, no, as you see, you survive, yeah, Casa, we, yeah, Colombia, 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 Colombia,
I got evident you.
Yo, Valentine, go for show. Marcos, which are than a looting. Come, Abaya, Tikasia, we are Jimani and Kufakono. Now, so I can say, I'm able to be a chopper. If we Fred is not for be able to be a cry chow of the pound. Anakwami, Mammy Elizabeth do Mammy a face upon me, Dickness, Ofata, a Jotu of a dear boy on who can for enables of what between a chow be a lawyer man say be able to be a chow, Kufi, or physical be a chow. Ghana, your problem is so papa. Now, problem is so no. Yet me identify problem no. Yakoya se kaneno etiobo bia omo no yi etioba no oyiyi dia enkono no na aka ano wo hye ba fe no ni abusuafo edia no so wo position no wia ene esemoara oze Ghana esi ade de aduro no ensu yire ba yi obi eblemu ene wo musida wo nsuo mu ena wo tuure gumu nanso ne kase pa wo de nana meta na wo kan say yes, ye 2 holes, balls, Marco 18. Ah, can ever ho. Me no at forces will be to your room. Some million, Jackano, 16 cano, omnifying, or hitting. Ghana for ye, Giddy young Paul, then ye need this up with some hope. And dear Bolsam, Eddie Biano, was some I'm on your phone. Any as of for the Subai, Eddie, Jenny, I don't know, Eddie, or how bad Ghana so papa, Gani, in your office, a Ghana, young so mine. As for Bonias, papa, say, you have a pretty to me, here for the effort. Say, you pretty to me, and 7 years. You be a dear person, a so for power, a dear no way, none of them air pay, I hear dear no way. Sanoma Benino, Edward, how or Maso Papa, dance about it, Ibrimu, and Colangolano, and a woman was dying, and a woman is saying, no one to rebel you. Your pumpet was any to be careful. Ghana say, I need Bonnie free agent. So for your can say, you Okumu, Nenche, Makuma, go to the 2 Diba and DC. Say no cry. Also, Ghana phobia, I say phobia. Phobia will be a ding. Now, what do you mean? The paradox was a bit so ecume. Now, 4 years I did Ghana, a different country. Ghana, country, when you mean boy, a sonko. And the yes, you may be a Yakupo try and Ghana for women. I never trouble. And then you can't Ghana for the Yempege, Ghana for the Australia Kupon. I put 2 years in get 1 7, as you say. Okay, I say the young boy, yeah, fear woody. Mommy and Charlie were saying, we are adding bathrooms to the 24-hour market so that the market women who stink from selling fish can bath before going home to their husbands. Kwame Greenwich, Patrick, ni anyone more contact Ibuduche Mono. Umechewi.
Okay.
Umechewi. Just a man of professional, Yan who so insult pa omapani so the kaya padia insult papa that's why Ghana for home. You know say ya sorry ya didi ya kwada ya pema ya pemema ya ko social media eno ano no wow ya go boy
yeah that's Fred into the call pam pekamo.
Good morning, Valentine.
Yes, sir.
You are pay Mitchell Ma Ikoni Juma na Enedia. Mr. Mitia Ohinikase na say any software called David Yenu Abaya and Yenu no more of Winina Mekamu in a boom. Michio, ya. And what the ultra me boot kakra. Menentia Yamea. Macedonia, Papa.
Now maybe I would call no name.
You okay with the Mamenque?
And you.
Me Pacho Sutias and Mompire Magana.
Miss Mitias.
You, as of well ready, I no pay Yaba anymore. Yaban Empire Bomo, Yabana Sidemo, Nemum, Yadisra dear, and yet the bow anymore no pay.
Amen.
So Bonnie Biara, oh my Ghana, ya dear yo. Yenim say free and anonymous bresso Israel. Ye ya bonifo, ye bonia ye fo, ye nkaya de, ye nia ye. Bonia fire no mu kakra bi ne yɛwerɛ fie ho yɛkɔ ate yie mu a na yɛwerɛ fie mu ama bonsam adada nkurɔfoɔ bi de atrɔ nkontompo abɛfa yɛ no mu na yɛpa wɔ akyi ebi ne sɛ woma wakoa David mmaransɛm du sɛ Moses mmaransɛm du sɛ ɔmfa mmerɛtene yɛ akwan ɔkɔbaeɛ ne yɛ som abosom yɛsrɛ wo abosom yes ye dun ketia ne nuanom NDC for ekotwa anantwie nko 32 enipa a won kum ye de yenim yesrew emu biara yetie ye a ye de pa Ghana akiri na de ya kowie bone ya entise yesrew fire bone cheye
okay
fire bone cheye na yiye fio how kokroko ya afa Ghana no mu ya ene Ghana ma nsuyire e fayen yimo ya desra die desa obiyi ye fi so hawe mu na nipa ye de o man na se won sa no won nim ni de aye de nim de aye de bu man ye sre nim de ma won se kakra akayi bi won ani bi won adwene mu na ma won nim de na won tumi enfantenetene de akayi ko se 2028 beba na ye beko abato ne akoyi won afiri hode mpanyini papa adwene pa wo twum e de aba amen
amen
na menkwe awerehosem bia asi oma ekuromua ye frɛ ho Sama boy wo western region I'm saying western north enkroto ni bia na galamsey subanti the whole township no nsuo amene no se kuro yi kura ewa hemfo ewodi kuro ane eyi ema ahema ne ade a won hwe kuro no so yetumi atena sia magalamsey subanti ene nsuo yi eto yi the whole township no is swallowed by waters na yetena se e ni bresika ni bre adokoro ye ho ama omai e kote osia Valentine
okay
mi hu baby wo alajo any agbobrushi so wohwe plastic waste water bottles any efi ya ensuo yi etwe na ebu bridge e de ba na wo say NDC for won ye fi
era se papa Fred no kwam peka enti ori anko
Komfo medashe ne akwanya metia Fred oko sisi Fred Wanham na memisa Marcus oko sisi pe akwa David ne nua no mo nam kwan so eba nyina amesha mo ne mbra ya munya Ghana some debia say to finish all Rihanna. And a boy Kakra worker and say, oh, say, we can't hold our frustration because a near my ACC or Ghana. Now, ya, and say, Ubeba, who ya, Ubuya. As the end sounds like EMY. I was saying to me who said, we went to the polls, we elected somebody to lead us. Over 32 million. A Ghana. Ubia and Timmy Nina also. Emmanuel say, oh, sorry, I'm now penna, why? And when Tina, the beer me two for say, oh, Dana will pay at the show being sir. There was holding me panic in Fenny. Now, we know. His answer said, and Saka to me now. Obey me a catch was a neta 24 hours, men, sorry. Obey me a sound sebre. There was all my dream we do a hope. Now we Nipana will be such a say Nipa made me 2 million and sir. Near me, she says, be no. The way meaning I made it, no matter every day, near watching them. Now, so Ocean Nipan and San Kaya. Now the two is a near me, Chichopan power be that. That person shouldn't surprise you. Because a woman is our second chance. No, side behavior. They say a first food is not a food, but our second food is unforgivable. And it's not the Biame Bana Meraho. Say, Nipa did to me as an inside to see a year quiet, but Ladina Abbey problem. I'm a bisan for 3 consecutive days. Say, not Jane Fahon is saying, yes, you know. One is a 2 helicopter near Nandu. Ya Conantia, Yabani, the inside the queer. Now, yeah, to Obama, and yes, I try to sympathize with those people who are my victims. And then leadership message anything. We in Yamaya, you can't shout than any Ubitios. Mr. Papana Yatu Obama, I be taxes, if you are a car. Yes, that they will not drain and answer, not fatu to Nema, fatu to my ye. On answer to the problems, Yakum Sabrin, anything. Scientists are there. Not to say we are disappointed. One man says from.
Okay.
Now, and also, when this was yes, we blame you. Now, no, a Friday I was on 4 channel, or I say, I've been brainwashed. No, ma, or no, mono. Just all the BB Coco show, Monsa. And it's in here. Maybe you lack common sense application. As a man, American said, maybe so, say, Bosom, Nasa Bosom, now, so no. On one team protecting the territory. To ensure air toy usi, a real air boy usi. In fact, a jackra bar, Obetina at Nahama, Jamason.
Okay.
Or a powerless, useless.
And you're not facing no American.
Oh, wow, the American,
but set time, Kwamity. We have a discussion. You are making your point. So you should try and at least. Then Obian Kasaka, Entina, yes, one person now, Kasa.
Oh, okay. Mate, my man for this year, the American say, Yenya Quenya here to a bar. Yemaya Jane and Mobile is answer, Yansa Nejuma body in a bebre. Maybe she here. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Valentine.
Morning, Nana, ain't you?
Okay, me dance our farm and I pay me child, farming fees, is me child. Oma, Obia would say me chobia, my sisters, me boom, master mamma. My cousin Fred in a massacre David Moon, me wafa, the scholar, me child bia. Or for any day, Bibia said, why invest in now in creating an environment for it? Obia will to me thrive will be being Tina. I am funny say, more your mind, money ambulance. Now say, man to my investigo, ambulance, manco tobia, and I say, my yebia. Say, Nippon Choma. What was an amateur? In your transport beyond from before Monco Hospital and Bibisa. Into investments in creating an environment there, who offer super papa. And then the mammy mini NPP for her. Tina, who say as a mine ye pese ye develop ya ye be here trains na no almost start say almost railways no you been here railways almost started so almost building one say na me it is we your my your to abama na your mampenia na mo ye party bi na mo tumi ka say mo de trains mo ni nji ho na che say mo ye mambofo na che say development enya ade a mo ni nji ho intaya mamo be ka say develop here because who pay development who be pay say you be invest won say na me anything na ye ton ye cocoa na ye ton ye oil na say there na e bia na ama 30% e bia to the farmer now 30% 33% to the administration near the 33% near the Akoko city say local government university among mine say number kwam kwakunya nyimdie na makomani so atase before 2017 na bibie ni wa Ghana ho ye friend say galamsey fight MPP for president nana nyimdie ne MPP for on be start galamsey fight and that's me kase after 8 years work we ye Ghana for the pre na almost and that's say leadership galamsey fight leadership ni now say ejai uyanti biem enso sena galamsey ni edi yenya me say wo court is unam te say baby ami nam achimebu akwa homu ni ade sena reclaimed lands ni ade ni nya o makọ back no mututu asase nani na nso tata so what I say nti research and so say no they said there was no galamsey fight MPP for bar so be started galamsey fight so say NDC for na be research as mine no no mining galamsey and irresponsible mining fight no ma reverse it to the extent to say of any the central region so to say yesu work when yakomo win ban money ade say any ayetu wabra yem mining bia so what I say sanitation kakrana and si say kakom di gu kwem no ma be reversing farmers livelihood programs some di gu kwem to say buffer stock na dey ma be reversing into money they say me catch am say ababoni na mo kwoto ye no ehia na ye wo mu dada no awemu omuba omuma ye ehiafo mo ye kana mo nti ase this year yenko flooding na sem so
quickly
what when say you mate o man oni pe bia na so amampani bia say wa Africa say owo Europe say he fa no wo develop world he fa no wo no ba be gina ni manfo ni maka chom so in discipline na so oni pa kono onanka sa no ye in discipline first and sana ni manfo ni ejinichi so what I say na che say wo friend dey me di manusi no na me ka tell say Mr. Mahama says can Ghana for any discipline and pam it can also say a bit to me at Obama President Nana or who said Ghana for ye in discipline, MPP for who said Ghana for ye in discipline. Now President Nana Beja say believe in yourself and believe in Ghana. Mama education. And no real no the nyama ebubu or university or mining send a day out no see university say local government yanko sinya senye yanko di nyansani nimdia aba na senya ya de teacher my send anka flood ni bae ye behu ye ho ano because ye ndru baby a ni ye suakọ ni ye implement ni ye suakọ ni implement na ka ye no obeden wa be ka che say ye discipline na ye o ma dia ni wo onye nra aban eno odi hye etukwe mu na etumi clean na etumi develop na so far etumi fire say sanitation ya so mass say ni a more invest in sanitation Corilla no just say me just say na nko 40 so fees any name do so then they be fee be bi ni nam asem na awre ho anka na ya to aba abanya on kotokwa no fa kranshema asem na terrible Ghana for next time you to aba eno ani MPP omu nim say na ye bu mai de bia ye wo no omu MPP and betumi abo environment that
okay na nso je no ba enti o
Yeah, good morning, Van.
Morning.
Yo, me da wase etia etiefu nyina ye meme Kwame Nana Kwame Uncle Joe. Ofesi ke tokosuma wakwa aba Fred Nana Lutin agenda jingo okatechie ye meme nyina obremponda so Ghana ye chia no. Mi nua be meli ne mu amaka nyina mi nua no makantinka. Akwa David mi remfi one two din afache me. Man wo fefuo nyina yaka mabom na me remfi nana okosisi ama me decrease me sesa abre ho chiro unya kwan kra na da che ma edamu nyina amase va
yeah
mame mata abaso papa wa chile sa joma ma ba no nampa o ma ba na wo power ampa wa chile papa o kai say December donation no ka say no apna ne 500 pounds banna aha ne ese ma no kwan and I'm still ne nana nom ko betimi aya ama no next time se tika no wo nko ade a o me ehunu na ne nana nom ne nana no munyem on Ghana fo wo phone da ho a ye mfro wo frɛ radio so ana Ghana fo frɛ oh me fato so me wi a me fro why me ye business pa ma ho je data nti e ba sa de a me ma me kra won to na dwene eva me bona baso papa na me ka no wa chile se ne ba ene John Mahama mpa o ma ban na wo power enti ndc fo na wo mu ntua no kra wagina wo mu nyina na matua wo mu dia Patrick de na mate so atua ne de man be kan last 2 weeks antimata so na Van Dijk kaka so adi ka atua 50 pounds aha ma me be bo wo mu mienu de so last 2 weeks enti no antimata mo sika de ti se hwene mu nwi wo twen ya pa ti wa hwe wo pension ho ene wo ba sika kwa me nkunu mo se third kwa me nkunu ma wa ba ana hwan ya wa ba na se eja yenya 500 pounds wa ye da si bebre na emomu no no nkyere se no nkyere se Western region na ye se no ye nka ho ase 500 pounds no do de abaye de buaru dumadie no na wakasa ama na to Western region for asum se kinkwaku aka odia ewo ne mu papa se ne man asesa antimata me mo ahimo ne yo ndc for mo aso na mo ka e craft for your hands aya de eva and when soon na besu ye no I just senchele ne papa me so the other form say kim na senchele ne sisi o enya be ma bi de kwaku aboaje was it the way I me kasa ne duru silly am sile ne duru emotional me suma magana no ono so etua 40 pounds
nti usun na akofa ba
and me soon me kasa ne me nkran say was it just me ye genuine
okay
bibia mu no make ye no pepe e basili ayesele e ban kamfo aminim sante wanta wo the other side ba ma bebo ni gina kamfo no me ye no kwafo se bia me na me ye ya nkante mata wo me kamfo me say oba ya wo MPP no waye and this ni bi me kamfo me ba me de me nye selective and this for ye program na say ye ba me de ni mu ni wo mo ko and so this for mo my MPP for there it doesn't bother me me som Ghana me som enipa me de no enti de mama Ghana tumpon no ene na me oba ya me eno nti ne esu no encourage na obi say va na ehwe obi wo wa was oba ya mo ba mo ntokwa no ene na mamitie because we are na me rako mo kwa na me ho atome ne maslebia obi wo ho was the way ya kan se mesisi so obi wo ho was kwa me pekam obi wo ho was Lee obi wo ho was na namis obia one choice
okay
enti me so ne me nkamfo ne me niama no eye nkrofo fe enti anwa be ma aboaje kwaku aboaje nyankopon kira no oje account detail no straight free masole ba akwa dwomo ho straight no oje account details ni free and was send the others be mre me see afi mo kire mo do papa enti me bom abaso die won manyamfo na na mi sabeka yi va me de ni bia bro ba bia ne wa ye business went me am awon se nura obosomfo beka say ekufu adoka say obema na ye Accra be ye cleanest city in Africa or West Africa and so anya hwe amfa ho and na da bia me ka no before say wo beba bonten abetwa toro no di ka ye wo hwehwebun because me wa atile wo beka ya na madege wo na me de no kra na beto obi na ye nua be me ya wa ba fufuri obeka say ye nyina ye ka say ni bibia wo ye na accept show where he's coming from ni nua be ma Marcus ebeka say obi ane atage no awa nam dege na nam de ni video mi chama obi a ono anu mutom bi ka de ko ma Van Dijk kan nam de bre obi a enti nya say ye time obi na emom ye nyina ye pega na mpuntu enti obi ye na gene say party nti wo be say adepa bi a ye ya abo amagana na madege wo na de aba ehwa wo be kan say ya anya hwe amfa ho no ni papa party fo minim say ye tena ase ye bibi fa ho na me ni details na video ni nyina makodege am de ni nyina betuja $350 million. SCC post ni bia manadru 80%, 60%, 20%, 30%. Already ni are spending more $150 million. $200 million aka ho. Ato forcing 18 what they saying stages and ani aye address say. Ato forcing by ya was so amana betu. Enkranfo ni ne nkrofo amoto abama handis one ho abra handis fo yemo wo mo se modi am ye dan ya be modi adokono ene nsinam mu hiam puntuo ene nsuo yili fa mo yo wo yi 16 na frim amana katu na even MPP for minority for kretaki wo mu se nsuo beto last year mo anya hwe amfa ho this year so de abuboba no enye ede na mo ye de ya shasia no krampo no mo trasa mo bewie na mo timi wie mu 5 cents kura beti frad no so what the NDC for kai ni nyina wo tape no wo mo si wo mo ko ba bia ya start na v fo age ho afa e ho na 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 Mr. Refi no v fo age ho afa wo kwa wo mu kura ense kan ni tuo obi kasa wo radio so obi kasa wo TikTok a yetimi nya national securities driver 300 miles away akoche no from what they say central region be ye kochi ni pano TikTok ye nya national securities mo mo kochi wo mo ye nya national securities manebo Ibrahim Baho ban na mom ensu ayili fa ye na wifo agibase ho aboso de a ene de muntimi sa no mo ya affordable house so e ma wifo age ho ba so president Akufo-Addo ba ye de wifo mo ni Ghana ene timi complete dodo na enti de ye kan se wonni ma de bi hunim dia emfa ma me ye over me de besi emfa ma me ye politics e me go hu fin because me wa ba ya man ko suku enso adwuma ye de ama me ye no pep. Va, have a nice day.
Mamata. Ete ubano.
Hey, I am a ba. No, I am my sister.
Obo abadu. What's I had pa? Am I 500?
I am a ba. By age.
By age.
I am a ba. Me age is that. I am a ba.
Daddy.
And I'm a jaza or your minion. One blood. Hey, and some for me, welcome my impa. Oh, the cancasan sana or hinakasan. And some what kind of pamavre, minimum of phantom. Oh, the cancasan sana or hinakasan. Hey, a buy a look pamavre pale. One yay, I need a meeting, you say. Nyami ama metiasia de okamo de mindim no em de wama
ono o press before you man now the one mo nyom I press before you man
was my mom dana to zembrantam na music and munkatia suke
I had
no the makmo
na check kan ya che next why be na
yes last daddy mokra no bank for say that is kind of what am I doing the reward they don't deserve so what ntani da mokra no so fi wan kasa
okay so what was it
what must say
okay
it's a gift and it's my first pa before what boy bank ala pe 9:30 open
na ko ho
yeah first na mo ko
no when you are break
menu ape there when you ma Ghana ya say Ghana Now, once I say Ghana, some be bold. Be bold, Maka.
Can you into?
Mekanina. Dampa, ye end or we are waiting. Or we in prison. Me can't say one. Ghana. As I was 707 Smafonia River and Cobra. As I the folk queer and so well for Ghana in Nala, but what better and Cobra and they stop. Monsieur Foot soldiers, near stop one. Nasa and Cobra. Nasa. When a down quano was say office should be in fear down a Pufado or the China for about with 15 gators are none and care.
Mama, the ATS continue ever make allegation
area with Garami say.
Oh, Mama, I tell them I say, I can if you still let down.
Yeah, I
was who minister and no, new crew. On to me show you now, so you can
see. I'm a coffee boy, Mr. Maba. I'm a coffee boy, Mr. Maba. Man, I'm a man who do down by a MP. Now I only most see a crumple in this bed. Into honor the first in chan. Nana ban or ya done none also fear him fear or can do fear him fear for Miss Mumujano. Because then Zama was ruling. Centuries and centuries and centuries into our Nana man Cassipi, Mimo Janyo. Now I'm Cobra River Saving and there. I contact money, okay, show, or no, I saw when you're a great area, cocoa, or what that side, the eastern and Zama, yes, cocoa, I say, for yes, I took cocoa from Zama before or Ruka, they don't know the history of Ghana. What's up for Passa? This thing is gone because of cocoa, because of Akonta money. And Cobra River and Cobra Bosom no University. Mamma Biaran Casa home. Na baby was you are saying. Na Marcus accident, one pie never burn, or yam pie burn, or yam pie burn.
Only a Fred no bomb pine.
Yeah, Fred, one pie or yam pie burn.
Oh no, be a bonfire. How you influence?
I am pie one.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Mamma, one pint. I am your and then in that I like you. Go Takaka Cananta, Quamcum Coveno. Yanya to now. Namity dummy, yet to dummy, and today be a horse and suta. I am Pama from a
before the time, Jimmy Hood obey. Now, or Bocupum.
But I'm not in there and try to walk.
Now, them got to the show no one can cast them or buy any that in Corno. I hear
no, yeah, then a car and Casaco room.
I didn't see any food. Soon to no chicken when Yamanukugum.
Now, Mr. The gutter wasn't covered like here.
Okay.
Come on, let me talk.
All right, yeah.
Now the gutter is open.
Mamma, this is our ban or do I ban no wally I found.
Up to now, gutter is open since independence. I
ban what is your admission into your oil than I found. I've been Ben or Abba.
Man, now, now, why you see MPP? Come on, come back to the good party.
Bye. What had it? Maybe I'll be MPP. Now, Charles, NDC. One of us with you.
Hello, man.
I didn't go into your uncle.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Michio Bibia, man. Michio Bibia. And this is for Michio Bibia. And run with social media. Now, because your friend say, oh, Zubempa. No, because it's my mama. If it demands what Ghana Bay.
Okay, check.
Okay, I check. And I'm saying when I meet you, the new free honor. And President Mama. And so the end by no car say, your friend say, or say Ghana for Abinisa. Assembly of a culture will be out, but me at 2 about Manubiano. You better amount 2 trunk on Dumbo Caclano and the Satana minute, your friend say, Malawi Nibi, and then now, and then me tea, ain't a make a chain, no, cousin. Ah, ɛne ɔmna ma previous Ghana for adwinisa ɔno Malawi no sɛ Ghana for adwinisa ɔma ma previ nti na ogyina hɔ ɛka kasa ɔba ma previ a ɔbɛna me ka kyerɛ sɛ ɔna yɛ president now no ɔse ah ɛnam si yɛ sɛ ɔna yɛ president now nti ɔpa ɔnkɔ gogo ɔna ogogo hwɛ ehu sɛ ɔbɛn ɛna ɔka sɛ ne Ghana deɛ ɔka no ɛsi sɛ Ghana for yɛ adwinisa paa because president abɛgyina hɔ aka se akyerɛ mo Ghana for na sɛ mutumi fɛ akyi sɛ ato ababa ne sɛ ɔma yɛ president deɛ a ɛne osu yɛ ho paa saa Malawi na ato ɔka sɛ ɛne yɛ shameful si yɛtumi ato aba a obi abɛgyina ɔbɛdi di atɛm sɛ yɛadwene sa ketekete na sɛ ɔka asɛm a ɔbɛka amena ato aba ama wo ɛne ayi otwa nkodobo kakra na ɔka no borɔfo nti ɔtee ɛne ɔka sɛ ɛne ɔmna mɛpiri bi ɔno kora ka sɛ ɛne ɔmna mɛpiri sɛ ɛbɛto aba ama no ɛnam sɛ ɔna yɛ president now yɛto aba ama no afe ne fani ɛnso ɔka wei sɛ mfie mmienu sɛ mfie ɛnan a sɛ mfie no mu aba ɛna ɔka kyerɛ sɛ mmaa yɛtumi akasi akyɛ ne yɛtumi ato aba ama ne deɛ a so ahunu enti Ghana sɛdeɛ yɛsi tuo yɛ aba no ɛno ɛna akɔfa saa nneɛma wei nyinaa aba so ahunu ɛno a na meka sɛ ɛyi saa ɛvrɛ sɛ Zoom lion ne ɛyi a yɛyi wɔn afiri hɔ no ɛna akɔfa saa nneɛma wei sɛ nyinaa aba but woka NDC for no committee a ni o mako kan sem papa kire o mo saa eni ma o so o betumi en o mo committee o mo communicators no o mo committee ni e di asema tu o mo tiri eno no mba o mbeka to ba no be twan kontompo do mbe ko kan meeting ase no kure wo mu pa no o mo hunu Ghana for so be kan asema na ade na to o mo tiri na enam so obi hu ye na hini nti no no ma fa no ne ye yi e de ka ho asem enti no kure pe wo mu no o mo kan che communicators no eni yi Fẹ́sẹ̀ deɛ nna mi sabɛka yɛ nyinaa no NDC fo ni mu o ni communicators ni ni ɛnso so sɛsi a wɔbɛka akyerɛ ohun bóòtù wɔn bɛsɛ akɔdan wɔn akasɛ deɛ ɔka yɛ ɔboa ɛnso na ɔkɔ mu ade ne nyinaa yɛ turu ɔhun eti ade na aba ne deɛ yɛ efiri wɔn nam wɔn anya wɔn nhyehyɛ yɛ ɛna ama fraud ne ba because ɛyi Nana Akufo-Addo pɛ nsuo tɔ June July bie ni hɔ a nsuo ntɔ Ghana ɛsɛ saa fraud wɔ yɛn ho bi.
Okay, yati. Yeah, that's it. Digris, you Young pa. Na fana way. Metina, I dem and dey be work akra. Meti ya, you.
Yo, me chairman here be ai.
Obeti pa.
Yo, my minchi honorable Lee, honorable Master, honorable Fred, Kwame Prekam. Honorable Minister, Namiakua, Papa Lucy, Anna Lucy, Napami Tensman, and to of the phone, so we right, Ethiopia, and all the first lady, Dr. Baya, one woman saying, Nana, answering him, Mr. What, Emma Nemata, so I'm sure the airplane about nobody. Begini kasa na begini gwari wi ana nso ata ami shire ma mata mu de begini
yeah
mama pada maka na ne begini de na nse mu na mu nse aya benta mfa YouTube asam ma radio but de oye true story papa bi na onye ne ba what boat ana wa enjoy kakra wo nsunudu oh na go so kasidia yi ya obi ana o ma mene ne ba no
okay
aba fa ne ba ne mene ne papa ni gina boat no rohwe ade na to ne de but nyame nsa de sana go so no ogun ahoro ebi wo so na ne minimu sa ebi so wo so dem ne minimu so one minute you go now. On the end of the 2 minutes for 20 years, how many days, 13 days of the 40 and not in 40 minutes. There you know what 1 minute is here, and that's 1 minute within short time. And not running. Fit, because this is not 2 minutes. It's a boy never look at that. It's like meeting another world. But my man, to cut the whole long story short in there. So you're making any people who go la. Not to watch this woman. None ni yem. No di na go to Colombian. Then the suno I want to talk no. O ma de ni yem go to ni yem na ya 3 days. Then I can you not baby I want to talk na wa ba na. Because ya di man na ni sabaka 200 million. Why you be na wa je baby no? They want to ni finish wa, they be na 200 million. But why you no sikana wa ka no? Ba wa yenfa. Nti na o me no no. Na di na man na wana walugi. For better, and you want it na kind, baby with that. For better, we don't put the way we are our day. Physical work consume your Ghana or more to get to plane or plane or protect. More for flyers from one country to another. It's like going to, but it's enjoying with Mahama. Shama Krawia, yes. Shama Krawia, another day. Everyone want part, no, you don't. But he's feeling and Yamana said yourself one up, I don't know. And it's a football power. One same or giving me agent, I want your play also for you to put the gate. No, Krabido. My best Janina, and you are buying because of the data. Oh, yeah, passing for anything. Any time anything will come, there is a disaster. When you do that, Obama the net for far. Obama taking his status and for I can only don't continue of government of continuation. Why may you? I know what you. I know one come with you. No, you have to kind of one year when you make me the man look like it. This is kind of one year there. But you may have to country. So the Mississippi, you say that what do Obama and breaking of the egg or egg of breaking. Yeah. Academic flooded you, flooded. And some data. And say, yes, because you want to be another time, you have a power. Yeah, my man, when the safety of the country is 7,000% perfect. How about the yellow wing?
Okay.
Yo, me that's Valentine. Michia with you for so. Now, Valentine, I call me concerns. Mammy address this issues and make a say we and a brand TV buy say, we did matem, say margin or for. Now, I was surprised that you couldn't ask him to retract and apologize. Yeah. Once I yes, I now. I'm going to push me no, but me, I know, sir, you persuade me to retract and apologize, and I do that respectfully.
But I restrain him from saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you are continuing.
Mestremo. My in fact, you might say, but I don't catch on. So the old bani nipanaka or ninyajeno. Now watch the wagene. I think that's what should be the rule of the game. But because I met me banana moya. I quite say I'm cry. But I won't go to that level anymore.
Okay.
Valentine said, I'm actually impressed with the response the NADMO are taking in terms of rescue missions or and other security services. No, I'm impressed. I'm not saying the tragedy and I said the disaster is something that we appreciate, but we appreciate the response the authorities are giving and offering to our brothers and sisters that are falling victim. And the question is, so if this responses are there that they can, act in this kind of situation now, what about education? As in the absence of calamity and as a tragedy, they are into hibernation. We don't hear from them. They don't see but anticipatory actions. Now more bokoko. Now more in himself authorities need be the main one in demolition exercise or more here. And the public outcry seems to be that they are incriminating the government to say they are being insensitive and But it's part of the actions or take to preventive actions or take in terms of this situation. And the best after this one, they should continue. They should try to analyze and assess all the risk points. Risk, another, the risk actions, another, Nema amount for activities or more, a pose threat to this kind of the citizens. Another, flood and then eliminate those obstacles. Free hop. Devoid of partisan thing, because most of the time the politicians have their hands in it. Maybe an structure and a property owners and a client and a structure it's difficult to touch them. But they have to make sure that they want to protect the masses rather than the few ones now are affiliated to them. And Valentine, so far so good. They're born ambassador and they should continue with their rescue mission and make sure that they protect lives and properties from
Thank
this
you very much.
tragedy.
Two more calls. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. You ain't 90 Dachi Maniampo.
Yo, me da shi bebre. Me aka na nka ne abanche nka me muni di na asem obeka yenti na me ka asem kakra. Valentine, we asi wo hu. Unsem kaye. Ene be mo obi aka de bisa adia kire wo. Unsem abo abeka no. Because akula siswa 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, it was some okay. Now, say when your best 40, 45, now one of some akula 12 years, 6 years can. Now, then office will be in control. Because show you some money again. I know, of course, na bosom for no a day, you know, be mechanical or what take action. But Valentine, Abusumi, in himself, on Sumuni or Beyond 2, and I'm a boy. Because according to me person bibi
on opinion to the emphasis on our Canadian to just talk about yours. You leave it for the right thinking members of the society, because when you make like this, I say thing behind is back and forth. It shouldn't be back and forth. This one don't go there. Let's move on quickly. Your time
because we rescue everything once na okay. Previous government I blueprint in the Dao. I could this capital. What a confirm me action Ben why to prevent these disasters. What will you tell?
Okay,
yes.
Time needs.
What could you see? The whole blueprint in the house.
So they should hold them accountable.
Only wait one transit. Now, share idea with me. But the blueprint in the house. And you can say what by say blueprint now, World Bank, any Ministry of Local Government, any Ministry of Environment for Tennessee or my down, I seek 200 million down. Almost to prevent it.
Okay.
So I say, only I got to European man as woman come you.
I see. Hey, Jeffrey.
That's agree.
That's in my phone, we are time now.
You're right. That's what you know, showing to your more command, but you're some fuck up, and every.
What can you do?
Marco could be for Doctor by a man this year. This a Mary, it's a May. Nana, any our silence listeners in Sadura, Manchester, Michelle, Nemen William for Lee, one Peckham. William Macquam sent me. Marcus Michelle, a dose, I've been promising and catch a power. And then, Nana Missa, I've been pronouncing on my own.
I'm so near. Be a Ghana, you're sure.
You, Valentine.
Yeah.
Bible may say, so Nipa Bonafo be do my swat. Or man is a penny, and Yama Bassa Sona at 2 of mine. A fire regular Gamani Mama Pasha by it. And try with each Ghana for any and with Yaka free as I would walk at Ghana for, and then you would ensure to the beer. As you show with the over Cabrono, to the beer flooding. Maybe packety a car so Valentine. Ask from area. Now, Roman Payne, yes, I catch say, Ghana for your indiscipline. What about you? So we are disciplined pa. Ko bi ntina US entina media so and the nipa mpanyinfo koko dam stakeholders any wo brempon nyamekase atam wo wi a oba o my Ghana ma wa man security as in Taylor mo so me so we no near that him a chair $10,000 for year you mama would na mo security say ya dey man balance so kai council
you know if you time na so for na banti you know
so kai council say we wura o fie no one na mo fie a way of employment a way of cleanliness at the more my Ghana a DNSA and the son uncle for was a minor to you now yet to be creating employment my woman now a fear a promotion need you know I didn't yet papa pay so about the beer Juma Balanta a Juma will be a Biana John Domani Mama by 1 year 8 months a year Mr. Wadaroma who bet me a cabaco noa why you are part of that or for lunch part
and as Ochani atras no abantem
and now I see a time and a friend and one trust on Fieno if
you know the engine time now so if you know be no if you know be next government on caso no
government I am not say I was saying you to phone a positive as for baba 133 yeah when you 1 year 8 months
me let's hear you just a minute time is up
Valentine.
Yeah.
Listen to these MPPs. You see, it look as if they've not updated themselves with what is going on in Ghana. So it's like they play some drama. It looks like a dramatization of MPP on this platform. It's a dramatization. Valentine. You see, the flood issue, God help us, we will find solution to it slowly. And the steps that we've taken, I believe, is going to help the flood. Because the rain is falling more. The rain is still falling. The rain is still coming down. What can we stop? It is nature. We have to allow nature to take its course. Yeah. You see, and I came specially because of Kofi Francis. He said he has not been paid. If he's listening to me, he said he has not been paid for his for the cocoa since last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just 30 seconds because the time is up.
Okay, I want Kofi Francis to come and tell us how many bags, the bags of cocoa that he sold, to whom did he sell to, and the telephone number of the person that he sold to, because it's only a telephone call. We make sure he gets his pay.
He will come tomorrow. I'll ask him. Yeah.
Ask him different things. He has to give it to us. Then we work on it. If he's really telling the truth.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll come early tomorrow because I have a lot to talk about. Yeah,
there's a lot to talk.
All right.
Edianko CCBC sorry so for sapon na pam for so for assuming and so the nyamsem brain on so for sapon.
And what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Thank you so much. I want to make a difference.